need a bigger podcast machine to start putting the soundboard back in there.
I think this is like probably the 5th time we've mentioned that we need a bigger podcast machine.
6th time the charm. Welcome to Off the Stage. I'm Conor Michael. This is James Berry, and this time we have paper boats.
You know what? I do that better when you announce, because I've got
We'll swap roles.
Yeah, because I can't like multitask.
Yeah.
Because usually I do the announcement and I press the soundboard, and I can't. I'm like, which one's that one? And I'm like a little dick.
You're doing it upside down now as well.
Yeah, no, and I can do it upside down now.
Hi guys, long time no see.
Hello.
Last time we met was March. Would that be right?
Laurels. Yeah.
Yeah. How's it been since then? What you've done?
Productive.
Good.
Yeah. Released 2 new singles, which were very fun. We've had a few good gigs, a couple of festivals. We did Coast Fest, formerly Coast Stellar.
Yeah.
And Linda's Farm Festival, that was really good.
You were there.
I was on before yous. I saw yous. We were backstage. Because you were on the Viking group. Yeah, I'm sure yous were on, because I was with Shannon Pearl. I'm sure I was on after.
I thought we were on first. Yeah. The first on the Friday.
Yeah, we must have been
before yous.
Yeah, you was on before me. After you.
It was a good gig though.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. First time we've been there. I've been to Linda's Farm Festival.
Yeah, it was
cool vibe.
Primal Scream were brilliant.
Yeah.
It's the main reason I went.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, we did
like, you get paid to go to a gig and see
exactly.
That was cool. Yeah.
No downside.
Happy to be a part of it as well, you know.
Yeah.
So just before we get into like introductions, first question is, what are you guys drinking?
Water.
3 of you have got something.
Vodka.
Yeah.
It's literally just me and
Star
Charlie
problem.
on Star Problem.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And we went for a mystery drink this week.
Yeah.
It's not your Fruity, is it?
It's not the Fruity, but I think it's a cherry.
Yeah.
I was going to get one of them fruities. I've never had one before, but is it good?
They're a good first drink, and then you sick them by the second.
Right, okay. Is it sugary?
This is like, this is a nice glass of heartburn. God, that is tart. It's tarty. I'd like this. I'm gonna. Is it cherry? I'm sure it's not. I'm used to something fruits, you know.
Definitely a sour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it cider?
That's a sour.
Just like it's. I don't know how they make it. Like it's technically. I don't know why it's called a sour and not a cider. I'd love to know the answer to that, because it's mainly like the sour's like a fruity, and you'd usually like cider is a fruit.
Yeah.
You make cider, but obviously this is it must be like a fermentation process or something that makes it a beer rather than a cider. But you got the froth on it and stuff like that, which you don't get on a cider.
Don't really drink ciders, to be fair.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with me guns, and this is like a black currant or something like that.
Copper material, regardless. So.
Rye bean.
This is a grape soda.
Grape soda. You know what? I was within the realms.
It's a very expensive pint. Just say I gave him a 20 and then barely got changed. So yeah, just as like introductions, who are you individually, and what kind of influenced you into music? What do you do in the band?
I'm Jack, and I'm the keys player, and I'm influenced by like all kinds of music. So it's like it can just be like rock and pop, like whether that be like sort of classic rock or like indie rock or things like that. But like I also like really love like orchestral stuff, like just like film scores and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So I often try to put some of that in the music as well. Like if any songs need like strings and stuff, I'll like sort of draw from like influences like John Williams and stuff like that. So yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
What yourself?
I'm Dexter. I'm the lead guitarist. What are you laughing at? No. My main influences are just like the sort of classic indie rock, like Stone Roses, The Smiths. A massive fan of John Squire, Johnny Marr. Massive inspirations for me, and I also like stuff like Foo Fighters. People I played with the other day, the agency, they put on a story saying Dexter's like a young John Squire. I thought that's the best compliment I've ever received.
Also massive ego inflation as well.
I've been on a high ever since. I do about 50 gigs for free, if I had one John Squire comparison.
Remember that next time I book you this.
Yeah. John Squires, we've got this gig.
You don't have to pay.
Yeah.
I'm Charlie. I'm the lead singer of the band and sort of rhythm guitarist as well.
You are the man.
Well, yeah, imposter syndrome and that. I listen to all sorts of stuff. I love Bob Dylan. I love Bruce Springsteen. Killers. I can't really put my finger on what I enjoy as music. I just listen to whatever comes my way, sort of thing. But yeah, I suppose my main influences are like Bruce Springsteen, the Killers. I've got to mention that I love Coldplay as well, as I did in the last podcast. But yeah.
Done?
Yeah.
I'm Ben,
short and sweet.
and I'm the drummer. My influences probably would be Foo Fighters mainly. Big into Springsteen as well. Other than that, just a mix of stuff. Anyone with a good drummer.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm Nathan, the bass player. I kind of grew up with like generic like dad rock, Guns N' Roses, especially. I never played bass before I joined the band, so I really like Slash. He was kind of like my influence in guitar, but obviously I've kind of moved on. I still play the guitar, but I've moved on to bass in the band. So
Did you pick up the bass because of the band?
pretty much, yeah. So
it's a funny story behind that, really, isn't there?
I was going to say that's the reason I picked up bass. So I was like, well, I'm not calling you a bad guitarist, but I'm the worst guitarist in the band, so I'll be the bass player. That was basically the discussion.
That's why Paul McCartney's a bass player.
It was like a 30-second discussion because it was between me or Vince, and like Vince is just like shit hot at guitar.
Now he's a drummer.
Yeah, now he's a drummer. I'm really flipping heck, aye.
So how did you get to bass? Was it a case of you already had enough instruments? You went, we need a bass, or did somebody leave?
It was basically that. Yeah, I was just messaging Charlie, and
I think
must have mentioned about a bass.
We'd been crying out for a bass player for a good year.
It was a mix of me and Jack have known Nathan for ages. We went to secondary school with each other and stuff like that, and me and Nathan done like music lessons throughout school together. Kept in touch after school, and I've always played instruments, and asking me for advice and stuff like that. And then I was just happened to mention that we needed a bass player in the band, and he was like,
I went to your practice like a few days later, and it just stuck really.
Yeah,
so.
I was like, why don't you come along and do a practice with us? At least you can try.
I reckon, it's my opinion anyway. You could get like the best bass player in the world, but if he's like a complete arsehole and you don't like him, then it's just pointless. It's good to get your mates involved, even if they're just starting out an instrument or whatnot.
Not the same for drummers.
I am the biggest arsehole in the world.
Drummers usually have like 5 different bands and all, isn't it?
No, this is the only band.
Oh, it's just God.
It's the only band for all of us.
Yeah.
So were you 4 the original guys in the band?
We started in college. We did like a final project together. That was the first thing we released. Did a gig like acoustic without a bassist at Arches. And then we wanted to do full band gigs, so we needed Nathan.
I just tag along.
Our first gig together though was at the Independent in November, almost 2 years ago. November 2021.
December 20.
It's like December, around
early
about
December.
This is a last minute booking.
Yeah. Aye.
And what was my next one? So obviously you guys released a few songs, but what would you say the most personal song is that you've written, and what's it about?
Can I go with ones that we've not released?
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, the newest one in rotation that we'll play at Word Gigs is called Heedless Heart. And it's sort of the only personal one I've written. It's about just like overthinking and that, you know what I mean? So it was kind of a way of like telling myself not to keep overthinking. It's not worked, but you know.
Yeah, I get that.
Got a good song out of it.
That's always the main thing, isn't it?
Nah, exactly.
There's always a lot of like high emotions as musicians, but you end up with a good song. Like,
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
worth it in the end, you know.
Yeah.
Would you say all yours are the same song? Have you got personal one per person?
I don't really write like consciously about like emotions or themes, but what I do write ends up coming out subconsciously what me feeling is at that time, you know. You know what I mean. You reflect on it and you go,
actually, yeah, that's
just what I'm thinking.
That was my environment at the time, you know.
That's what you think,
or what type of music I was listening to at the time, or what films. And
it just ends up as in your project.
You're right, because I don't know about you, but like I'd write like a few songs in a short space of time, and then you go back and you realise it's all about the same thing.
Yeah,
but you didn't realise what you were writing about at the time. It's like it's weird.
Mine are absolute gibberish. There's no meaning whatsoever.
Pick a thing from a book and.
Not even that. I just
words that come in your head.
Words that rhyme. That'll do me.
Words that rhyme all the time.
Yeah.
It's not a rhyme.
Words that rhyme.
Yeah.
I suppose it works out. It works out well though, depending which way. I think having a mix of all of that style of writing, it projects. I think it reflects us as a band as well. Like we've touched before, where look at us now. We don't all dress the same. We don't all have the same influences, and it's projected within the music that we release as well.
It's like a perfect melt.
They all have some sort of synergy, but it's different and individual.
Yeah.
Depending on sort of who's written it and who's had the most influences in that song.
Where did the name Paper Boats come from?
Stephen King.
Oh, that one, that famous one.
It's very famous. They made a film of it. Whenever it was.
Georgie, would you like your boat?
Hello, Georgie, like your boat?
That one. That's it.
Yeah.
There is a
story. It's a cool name. I was like, that's a pretty like.
No, that's it.
I didn't know about this until about 5-6 months ago. That it was after 8, but I like the name anyway.
We spent 2 straight days coming up with a name, and Ben just said Peter Boats. Like, that'll do.
Yeah.
I think it's a good band.
It wasn't. That'll do. It was like that one. I like that one.
The best one we're ever going to come up with.
I suppose I think that it's all the ideas that we're throwing out had some sort of like nautical sort of theme to it, like
being on the sea.
Valley.
So I think that's a pretty appropriate name for us.
Yeah.
Was there a name that you liked that you didn't use?
No. The placeholder name was Sycamore Valley. It was named after Sycamore Gap. Rest in peace.
Yeah. It's been Sycamore Stump now.
Sycamore sapling.
Cool. I think we can take a quick short break.
Yeah, of course.
And then we've got a few questions to get into part 2 with.
Awesome. We'll see you in a bit.
What's happening, guys? It's Conor Michael here, and to let you know that my latest single, Horse Outside, is available now, only on Spotify, because with it technically being a cover, it's not on iTunes. So make sure you stream it. For some reason, Glasgow's really took off, Newcastle not so much. Horse Outside, Spotify. Check it out. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. Nay!
We are back, baby.
Welcome back to Off the Stage Part 2. I'm Conor Michael, this is James Berry, and we still have Paper Boats. I think when I booked your support, I kept promoting it as the Paper Boats. Does that kind of stuff happen often?
Yes.
It does. Yeah. Some people put like the and then Paper Boats as one word.
Yeah, I was very confused with how to promote it.
We've had the Paper Boys as well.
Okay.
I mean, that's not even the same word.
Paper Boys.
Paper Boys.
It's like, that sounds like a
gay tribute act.
I was going to say like a cheesy 80s like synth pop band.
What I said.
Head Shop Boys,
I think that's where I'm getting the boys from.
I think the tribute band's probably going to be called like Peter Bags or something like that.
I don't know about that one, like Jack.
What would you guys say your favourite gig story is? I don't know if you've got one that you all agree on, or 5 different ones.
I mean, I'd say when general forgetfulness in gigs,
They're not so great at the time, but looking back on them, this is quite funny.
Yeah.
Because the fact that the gigs still end up going well.
Yeah.
We've had hell on before it.
I think I'll just go first for this one, because literally on Saturday we did a gig at the Bridge Hotel, and like the night before Friday night we did a gig at the Head of Steam, and I'd looked at me back, like my keyboard bags. I'd realised half of my power cable was missing, like the bit with the plug in it, and and one of my jack leads as well. So I was like, I was proper panicking. I was like, I've got no power lead, I've got no jack cable. I was like,
you have to play acoustically.
That's all you can hear.
I think what ended up happening was we ended up borrowing like.
So I ended up playing out without pedals, didn't I?
Yeah, we ended up using the power cable off the guitar pedals, and then hopefully someone had a spare.
That's not the only situation.
No,
I forgot.
And the fire alarm went off on the same night. And everyone had to evacuate just before it went
on. The fire alarm went off. I was like, does this mean we can't do it anymore? No, in the moment anyway. It was a good gig like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry these aren't the most interesting stories.
Honestly,
not exactly rock and roll.
It's a flipping nightmare because it's something that you could very easily forget, and a lot of bands actually do. I forgot my power cable.
I'm on my third power cable.
I did one years ago in Whitley Bay. There was a pub called the Quarry, and I'd set up an 8 o'clock start, and I couldn't get any sound out of my guitar. I'd swap cables, I'd change batteries. I went to Morrison's down the road to get a new battery, nothing was working. Half an hour later I realised I just didn't turn the volume on the guitar. It's like, oh fuck.
And I forgot my mic. I've got plenty of mics, but I forgot all my mics because sometimes when I'm doing the podcast I'll put them in the wrong bag. I did this gig, I was like, shit, I don't have a mic. The only mic I could got was the drummer had his snare mic. So it was a snare mic for the things like that. It stunk.
I've had worse mics.
Yeah.
I borrowed Stevie's once and I inhaled and I just got an entire bunch of sweat, saliva, and mic rust.
It's healthy for you, man. It's good for you.
It
enriches you.
You're still singing. You're like, I need to spit this out.
all the juices
marinate.
Yeah, marinate.
I don't know if you've met Stevie Stoker. I love you, fella, but that mic was a bit. Is there any other like?
Not off the top of my head.
Still going on about missing gear. I did actually forget a power cable at another gig, which was like in Darton.
Get stuff all
nice
the
local
time.
one, yeah.
I think we're used to it by now.
Yeah, it's the beauty of having 5 band members is that generally someone
might have a spare.
You can adapt, improvise, overcome.
Yeah.
But if everything went to plan all the time, it'd just be boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be living in your own sort of safety net.
Yeah.
It's very true.
So while we're going back to the first part where you were talking about resemblances, do you know you kind of look like Tag off Friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
just appeared there.
Yeah.
I was like,
my mum will be watching this. She literally she's watching that episode. She messages like, "You look exactly like this guy off Friends."
Who from Friends? Tag.
I've never seen my Friends, but
oh really?
No.
You know what? I used to watch Friends a bit, but I can't remember who the hell Tag was.
He was Rachel's assistant.
I had loads of people at work who said it as well. It must have just like resurfaced
Tag.
the episode.
He also looks like the baddie from Chicken Run.
Or Matt Smith.
That's generous, that Jack.
To Matt
I can
Smith.
say Matt Smith.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's almost got like the Doctor Who here.
Beaker out of the Muppets. That's my personal favourite.
Alright, Rag and Bone, man.
I see it. Oh yeah. I guess.
You guess?
Yeah,
that's a good resemblance.
That is a good resemblance actually.
He's just as good looking as well.
That is
Never seen
Wait till I get me braces off.
Anyway, he dates Jennifer Aniston for a bit, so you're out.
There you go.
I mean, on the programme, but
That's it. That's a win.
One country.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
So we got 2 Instagram questions, and we'll go through them. At Mrs. Berry Insta said, "What's the most unusual thing that inspired you to write a song?"
Waiting for me toast because I'd left my phone upstairs. Just got on the guitar, try to teach myself some picking pattern, and then it ended up as one of my favourite songs I've ever written.
Which one?
Yeah, Nothing We Can Do.
That's my favourite as well.
They spent like burnt crumbs or something.
Yeah.
The intricately deep
Nicely done.
lyrics
Smooth.
in that song, and it's written about toast.
It's not written about toast, I don't think.
Well,
It's about the house burning down because the toast it's electrical fire. And then,
right. It just
Well,
keeps
there's
you on
nothing
your
we can
sleep,
do.
Dexter. Just
Yeah.
leave it up.
They're the best ones though. I've got a song about imperfections, and it started off being about a Batman alarm clock. It's, yeah. Anyone else got any quirky inspirations or
I don't remember.
Pooley Bridge falling down. Yeah.
toast?
Toast.
Yeah.
So like, you can tell where I get the inspiration from. Just
Stupid. Shite.
Burnt bread.
And at Daniel_maple.music said, if you could learn a new instrument, what would it be?
The cello.
yeah, something like that.
I'll probably say
Violin.
probably cello or like even like a brass instrument, like
Yeah,
Saxophone.
I'll do.
horn or
Saxophone.
Thing is, I'd
That's
love to
actually
learn
really
something like that, but it's kind of like, you know, fine well, you're gonna piss off all your neighbours.
Yeah.
It's like there's
Certain
nowhere,
ones you
there's nowhere
can't,
quiet to like. You can't practice like that instrument quiet.
Yeah.
It's like
I think some brass would go very well with
Yeah.
the band. To be honest with you, like
We've got the keyboard sounds, but
Shame we're all
it's not
lazy.
the same. It's
Yeah.
like there's now better than a proper like
Yeah.
saxophone or
Yeah.
trumpet or trombone and whatnot. It's
yeah,
like
much more authentic.
yeah.
I think that's your job, Dexter.
Trumpet. Sound buys a trumpet.
We're going halfies there.
Sound.
I've got a saxophone.
Have you? There you go.
My mum
Have
used to
it?
play saxophone. No, it's my mum's.
And then we've got a few questions from last week's guest, which was
Scott.
that's right.
I
And
hate when you put us on the spot like that because I've got such a bad memory. I don't know what I did last week. So
I thought that would be the one you would have remembered.
Yeah, well, but
Which you did.
yeah.
So question one is, if you had to exclusively cover songs by one artist, who would it be?
Bruce Springsteen. He's got the best back catalogue, I think, of any musician.
I agree.
I think Scott would probably agree with that actually. He's a huge Springsteen fan. So,
I think we'll do alright, I think.
Or Coldplay.
No.
Yeah, Coldplay. Aye.
Easy enough to do.
My answer would be Springsteen, but
H.
Coldplay would be great.
Each.
No,
Central C.
I don't know. Probably Sam Fender or something basic.
Yeah. Mine's Ed Sheeran, to be fair. I'd probably do that.
Stone Roses for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All the Beatles.
Beatles, yeah, that's mine.
Next one is, who's the best / nicest person you've met in music?
Conor Michael.
That's probably the answer to the next question.
Reverend and the Maker singer was really good.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
He was good.
Red Remedy or Really Can.
Yeah.
We've had them, haven't we?
Me and Jack were friends with a couple of members of Even the Tides as well.
yeah, they were nice. I liked them when we had them on.
Is that Nick? No.
And the others.
I wish I remember the names. You're asking me.
This is true. We didn't have them on too long ago either, did we?
No, they were just really nice. I'm not
Who's in
bad.
Even the Tides again? What's the names?
Anthea.
And that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who am I getting mixed up with?
You'll get mixed
Blame
up with
Yourself.
Blame Yourself / Tiger Fighting.
Kind of. I think I'll give the
Oh,
TMR.
they're really nice. There, I like playing with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, who's not the best and not the nicest person you've met in music?
Dexter Fisher.
Tom
From Inspired Carpets.
Well, he was alright.
He was
If you're
alright.
listening, Tom.
He's mental.
He was alright. He said we were good.
Yeah, his set was great, but
No,
I mean,
he said we were good.
oh well. I'll take that back then.
He's going to ascend that. He's like, I take that
Don't
back.
compliment her. They're horrible.
I don't know.
I'll say Charlie Moon.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Really appreciate that.
Got to give an answer.
New advertisement out now for a keyboard player, you know.
You can walk home.
Don't know who I were. In fact, no, I think I do. More booking agents for me, though. I'm not going to go there, but
No, I need the money, so.
I mean, you meet some not nice people in pubs and stuff.
Whoever called us paper boys.
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
People who are shouting, I don't know, a bad chance against Newcastle. Some people might not agree, but
There was a guy at a gig in South Shields.
The guy was throwing courses.
Oh, no, that was Maggie Bank.
Yeah,
Maggie Bank.
Repeat Oasis.
He was lovely.
Someone was throwing coasters at them.
Because you know what, Oasis is a funny one. Sometimes you get people like you do get a few like music snobs who just hate Oasis just because they're Oasis.
It's me.
Well, we didn't play Wonderwall. We did like not common Oasis songs. We didn't, did we?
I kind of get like I get annoyed at like Wonderwall and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've never played Wonderwall
too many times, but I mean,
I don't think it warrants throwing beer mats
No,
at the band. Like, I would never have imagined doing that myself.
He was alright after.
Yeah, he said
aye. Once we played an extra Oasis song.
We might have part of your next week. Have you got 3 questions we can ask them?
Favourite pub in Whitley? Because I can tell they're from Whitley.
What?
Parkview is a famous street in Whitley.
Well, there's a Parkview in Durham as well.
That's true.
They're from Whitley. Shut up. Just whichever town.
Just whatever town you're from, yeah, that'll do. But I think the context is Whitley Bay. Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Favourite pub in your town? This is a long question. I got it in. Oh, what's my favourite pub in Whitley?
Is it the Vic?
Like I live across the road from the Kittiwake, so it's just a bit further from Whitley Bay.
Whitley Lodge.
I don't think I've ever been to Whitley Bay before.
It's a good night out. You need to go to Havana.
Havana.
I mean,
is that just like? Am I just
Depends how much you've had.
I guaranteed how the night would go. I took Ashley once, and I was like, "What's going to happen is we're going to do a few drinks in Whitley, start at the fire station because it's the Wetherspoons. You'll end up in Havana, and by about 1 to 1:30, there's going to be a fight, and nobody's going to give a shit about it.
Yeah.
So, no, that can't happen. It got to about 1:20. Big fight broke up on the dance floor, and everybody's just dancing around them. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah.
I think that's I think that's part of like the set.
I think so, yeah. The DJ just sends out a couple of wrestlers.
Oh, it's kind of like, because we went to this like medieval times thing. Is it kind of like that?
Yeah, just a bunch of Rajis.
Wait until you see about Concord. Wait until you hear about Concord Front Street in Washington.
No, I played there. Playing there next week.
Oh,
God.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, they love me there. You're playing there soon as well.
I was at the Speculation.
That's the one.
Oh.
my new favourite pub. 2 more questions for potentially Poppy.
What's your favourite chord?
Don't ask them that. Don't ask them that.
You know what? That is a really
I think that's a good question.
Sure, that's a good question. Because mine, I'd probably say I write a lot of my songs on E minor and then go from there. But when I'm making sure I'm in tune, I use a D chord.
My favourite chord is, I think it's like I don't even know what you call it, but it's an A. But with it's not even guitar, but I put my little pinky finger on the 4th fret of the A string. So it's kind of like a
A over C sharp.
A over C sharp, because like it's a really cool little progression.
Yeah.
You do that, then the D is like
you can walk it down the bass.
Yeah, that's So
Not a bad question.
Yeah, that's you.
You guys got a favourite chord?
Favourite what? Chord? No.
So symbol.
I like playing in F when I'm playing piano. Just nice to play. But my favourite chord, I'd probably say I like A flat.
Yeah.
A flat, nice to play.
Whenever I tune my guitar, playing E. That's
E.
what I know.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
Yeah.
Right, final one. What we got?
Who would you like to see most retire from the music industry?
Ooh.
That's a good question. Who would I want to see most? Usually we should wait until like next week before answering these questions, but sometimes I can't help but just answer them now.
You two.
What?
No, I mean, I like you two, but they're ready to go.
You're only like 60.
Don't just push off the car.
No, I'm not saying they're ready to go off the face of the earth. I mean, from the music industry.
Oh, I saw a clip of AC/DC the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mint. Cool. I think that's part 2. We'll take a short break. There's probably an advert about a horse or busted. It could be one of the two. And we'll be back to see if James can fix a problem.
Yeah, I can't even fix my own soundboard for now, but I'll try and fix problems. Okay. We'll see you in a bit after this advertising message.
Go on.
Hey, this is Busted, and you've been listening to Off the Stage.
Hang on.
What that, baby?
Welcome back to side 3. Jimmy Savile. What did I just say?
Was that like a Tourette's thing?
So you know when Cartman in South Park, when Cartman like pretends he's got Tourette's and then like he ends up having it in real life. Kind of like that.
Didn't expect this when I came tonight, to be fair.
You know, Swans and recording a pub with a pint.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Off the Stage, guys. I'm Conor Michael. This is James Berry. We're still here with paper boats, and James is on a restriction of talking at the minute.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk
because you know you fixed it. Speaking of which, have we got any problems that we want you to fix?
Let's have a look.
Don't laugh at that, guys.
Right,
Walking the lines.
Oh, here's a good one. Right, okay. This isn't a fix-it one, actually. This is a fun one.
Sounds very much against the grain.
Well, I know, but we've had too much fixing recently. Okay. So this is because usually I go on r/musicians and there's usually music. Maybe I can do a musical dilemma, but I'll do this as well because I just found this on r/ask UK. It was by SW London Lady. It basically asks, what's your theme music? I'm presenting at work tomorrow, and for the S&G, thought it may be fun to have a boxer-style theme tune to walk into. Wrestling style, really, but what would yours be and why?
Rocky.
Ooh, okay.
Answer that.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
What did you say?
Rocky. Whatever the song's called.
Eye of the Tiger.
No. I don't know what it's called.
What would be?
Yeah, that one.
Gonna Fly Now.
Yeah, that one.
So is what our theme tune would be as a band?
Is it a band or an individual? So, yeah, okay, then what would your walk-in theme tune be? You know, you're walking into a gig and you've got to like...
You can't see me, John Cena.
yes.
The Flight of the Butterflies. Is it? No, Flight of the Bumblebee or something like that.
Yeah.
How was it called?
Ride of the Valkyries, you mean?
No. It is that one. It gets to the good bit though. How does it go?
Because you've got to find the bit where you kind of like where the fireworks go off and then you walk in. You know, it's like
whatever that is.
Something really lackluster.
I hate that one.
About like the 1950s like sales pitched music like
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Regular show.
I think we've answered this question.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what mine would be. I like my good theme musics, walking in music. My favourite one I had was Fire Water Burn by the Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah.
It's the roof burns on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker. Everyone's like, burn! And then you come on and everyone's like, woo, yeah! And then you play shitty music and go, oh, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah. Don't know what I would do if I just play something like really quiet so that I can kind of hype the first song up, or go really extreme like Slipknot and then come out with something that's so not that genre.
Right, shall I do a serious...
fix the problem, James.
So, can James fix it? Let's have a look. So this was from r/musicians, user Miguel Dangerous. It says, quitting the band. And it goes like this. We have a gig on Sunday and it's going to be my last one with this group. We've been playing together for years and we haven't progressed or gotten better. I think we've actually gotten worse. Not enough practice, too many egos, and I got enough going on right now. Should I tell them I'm leaving before or after the show?
Yeah. After the last song, go to the mic.
Yeah. By the way, I'm out. Mic drop. Fucking off. Yes.
Yeah. Make a memorable exit. You know?
Yeah. But film it.
Hey, shit. Just.
I would say after. So you go out with a band.
You'd have to go after, because imagine saying before the band, oh, by the way, this is going to be my last gig. It's like,
yeah,
but you'd be like, let's make it a good one.
Because hopefully your next gig's not booked for a while, so you can just leave quietly. You've got enough time then.
2 in one night.
Yeah,
I'm not here for the late one. Find a new drummer, they're easy to find, right?
I don't know.
From your audience.
I'd probably be like really sneaky and like a coward, but I'd just go, oh, see you later, guys, and then just like message them. By the way, I'm quitting, and then just like ignore them and just run away. especially if there's loads of them and they've got egos. I'm like, oh no.
Sounds like you've done that before.
No, actually not.
This is not his first band.
Honestly, it's usually me who gets kicked out of them, so it's like
Jack Black.
in fact, I've never actually left a band.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Have I? No, I don't think I've ever left a band. The bands have like parted ways amicably, but I've never actually like quit a band before.
Your wife's shaking her head in the background.
You know what? We should have like a
avoiding the question.
You'll have to watch our OnlyFans to find the question of this one.
Was it Red Wings?
No.
Is that how you got rid of Scott?
No. It's, I might tell you one day. I might tell you the story, and it'll be nice and juicy, and I'll charge a £5 subscription per month. So
We should have like a juicy episode for episode 100.
yeah, I'll share it on episode 100.
Okay.
We'll get the ex-members in. We'll see if we can reconciliate, or we'll fight it out.
Harry Hill's
Either way, it's going to be fun.
What would you guys do if you were leaving the band and the rest didn't know?
I'm inclined to say before, but then what you said there makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
The sensible thing will be after like.
Has anybody ever left the band?
I've not.
Not only bad for you.
I was in one.
We were juggling
I've
members
left
at the
the band.
very start.
I left for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was after one practice, it doesn't count.
Yeah, well,
I left the band, I did it after a gig.
did you?
Well, I told them before, but
How did it go?
You gave them a deadline, didn't you?
well, we just had a gig
Candy
booked in. I
Candy
said, that's my last
my
gig.
last one.
See you later.
And did it turn out to be that you just wanted to make it better, or was
No,
it?
I'm still mates with them.
Well, yeah, I know that, but did the gig go better than you started?
No, it was an awful gig.
Oh, well.
Me and the bassist were absolutely pissed. Really bad.
Probably how you do it.
Yeah,
Leave whenever you want to leave and get drunk.
that's a good point. Yeah, this takes the pressure off, doesn't it?
I'm envisioning this person being a drummer. I don't know why.
Let's see. Music, Miguel Dangerous. That sounds like, I don't know.
Miguel.
Sounds
Miguel's
like a
like a-
superhero on
Yeah.
Minions or something.
Or like a wrestler.
Quite dangerous.
Mexican wrestler.
El Macho.
He's no, it doesn't really say. I'm trying to look at his comments and stuff like that. No, I don't know. Who knows? I'm just looking at no one. Yeah, usually that's on Reddit, but this guy's actually he's a 31 male. Apparently.
I was only joking. You have to go through your search history.
Can we get in contact with them?
He's single in our area.
This isn't like
Someone called Miguel.
Yeah. Miguel Amaron.
Yeah.
San?
But he's an arsehole.
yeah, no.
Sam. Good one, Charlie.
He's very active on Arsenal roast league.
Okay.
That's not the roast as in like it's like taking the piss. Not the,
I've got that.
not the bit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Spit roast is the first thing I get in my mind. Oh, right.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at Miguel Dangerous.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Leave how you want to leave. It's your last gig. Kind of doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's too
Depends whether you want to, whether you don't want to sort of end ties with them. You don't want any bad blood. If you hate them, then fair enough. Just do what you want.
Yeah,
absolutely.
well, I think
Leave before the gig.
that is
Don't
the
need to
thing,
turn
innit?
up.
It depends whether you want like a relationship with them afterwards.
Yeah.
But someone says this professional even made a comment saying it's traditional to rage quit a band halfway through the set after lamping the lead guitarist to the microphone stand.
Noted.
Yeah, just,
Hey.
reference there.
Hey.
Yeah, so I think did we fix that? I think
No.
no.
No, James didn't fix that one.
But
Big
why
problem.
James, fix it.
Sorry, Miguel.
No. Never mind.
So this episode, I think how many we got backlogged? Am I right in thinking this is the Halloween special?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Would it be?
Should have come dressed up.
One,
You are?
two.
We'll just come up
No.
dressed up. Should we just leave the room and get in different each other's clothes, and then we'll just be like,
No, why not?
I'm Jack.
Shave your
I
head.
think so.
Yeah, I'll shave.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, take that back. You're not the Halloween special.
Yeah.
That's
You're nearly the Halloween.
you're the Halloween Eve special. So this episode will be out on the 24th of October. Have you? He thinks. Have you got any gigs or songs to promote from then onwards?
My next gig is supporting Hannah Robinson at Head of Steam in Newcastle, which is on 10th of November.
Yeah.
And then we've got Bobbix supporting
Bobbix, I'd say.
Bobbix.
I've only known it as Bobbix. I've never heard of Bobbix.
Yeah, exactly.
Bobbix.
It is Bobbix.
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 It's the way he says it.
Bobbix. Bobbix.
Bobbix.
So I'm a winner.
Sounds like that's the beat now.
Yeah.
20. My name be 20 nights be.
25th of November.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
Tickets
headline or
now.
was that sport?
It's a support one. Polyvinyl, that's what they're called.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Great advertisement, that.
How it's done, guys.
Professional is our middle name.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at our link tree, it's got all the links to our upcoming gigs.
Is there any songs that people can look up for as well on the way, or is it just what you currently?
We haven't got anything in the pipeline yet because we're still figuring out which song we're next going to do. It'll probably be a single. It's probably going to be a bit more chilled out than the last few because we've all been quite energetic.
I'd like to say that, and our next release would have a B-side on as well, because I think that was in the pipeline last
we
time.
did.
We just didn't have the
We
resources.
did a B-side on Martyr, and then the last two. You know,
I think
feels like we're scamming people.
touch back onto the question, what's your most personal song, if I can. That song, the B-side for Martyr would be my
Tale
personal
Once
song.
Told.
Tale Once Told. I feel like it doesn't always get the recognition it should, because we can't really play it live. And I mean, it was never meant to be like.
It was just a nice little present.
Yeah.
For our fans.
A nice little present.
That's what my answer.
You're allowed to say what it's about.
Well, again, like it's something that
Subconsciously written.
emerged from subconscious. Yeah.
It is hard.
Yeah. And before we go, have you got a local artist you can give a shout out that people should go check out as well? Give them a free plug.
Do we all want
I
to
think
have
I would be inclined to say Hannah Robinson with the gig coming up, to be fair. I really enjoy her music personally. Red
I'd say
Remedy.
Red Remedy.
Yeah, we have to give them a little nod.
And Even the Tides as well.
I want to say Post Rome. They're not going to know who I am, but they've got a song called Everything's Changing. It's one of my favourite songs.
That was Keen.
No, that's everybody.
You're allowed to have more than one song with the same name.
Like,
I thought the Avalons were quite good.
They were good. Yeah. There are just a lot of bands in the area that are really good. It's just a shame, you know, they can't get out there as much.
We try our best with the podcast to do, because we recognise very early on how like talented a lot of bands are. It's just a lot of bands just don't get the recognition they deserve, and it is a shame. Like,
and then you get crap ones who are like headlining
and
world tours.
And you know the reason they're there is because they've got mummy and daddy who's probably in some sort of like executive place in like a record label, like, you know.
I think the best way to look at it though is just relentless support regardless, because it only what goes around comes around, and it will help you in the long run, regardless of what they're doing, regardless of their background. If everyone's helping everybody, it's only a good it's a healthy environment for
it's
the
a
industry.
really good community, the North East music scene.
And that you know, you get these dickhead gig organisers and stuff like that, promoters, and if everyone's
really get
communal and you know, supporting everybody else, you know, they can't. I'm not like saying like, you know, fight back or anything like
Fight
that.
the rebellion.
You know what I mean? They can't come out and say, well, we don't want them because but you just, everyone helps each other basically. I think that's the healthiest way to look at it.
Absolutely.
And just to obviously help grow yourselves, what are your social tags that people can come and find you on?
Paperboat.official on most of them.
Paper Boys and everything else.
The Paper Boys.
don't search that.
I think we're the most followed Paper Boats on most things.
There is another one.
I think Paperboats Band on Twitter, just Paperboats on Facebook, but I think that's also Paperboats Band.
Paper space boats.
Paper space
on Spotify.
P-A-P-E-R
on Spotify or wherever.
Yeah,
streaming music. Know the boys.
Yeah, there's no Paperboats.
Bad booking me. Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys.
Cheers.
For everybody who's watching, drop us a follow if you haven't already. We are at Off the Stage UK. Let us know who you want to see on the pod next. Drop us a comment, drop us a like, drop us a 5-star review. If you don't think it was worth that, just don't review it at all. Yeah, final question. What song are you going to play for us next?
Waiting for the West to be won. It's our latest single.
Nice. Anything you want to add on?
It's a mouthful.
What do you mean?
Cool. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time. You've got a show, a gig, song.
Right, all for myself. I don't promote myself on this show, you know that much.
Just waiting for the West to be won.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're like the sun and all its heat sets within the west, rises in the east. You're like a road that leads you to nowhere. You're falling on your knees to tell me all your prayers. I'm gonna take you there. Take you where the flowers grow. I'm gonna take you there. 'Cause out of all of these things I know, truth turns to lies. Oh, you know that it is your turn to run, but they shoot through your eyes. Oh, they'll still be holding on to that gun. The day turns to night. Oh, you know that you'll be missing the sun. Maybe when your time comes, you'll be waiting for the West to be won. Hey, go. Oh, baby blue, just come on me. I'll show you where the sand it meets the sea. You know it's true, this case of the blues. I'll reach out my hand if you reach out for me. I'm gonna take you there. Take you where the rivers are flowing. I'll take you there. 'Cause out of all of these things I know, yeah, the truth turns to lies. Oh, you know that it is your turn to run. When they shoot through your eyes, oh, they'll still be holding on to that gun. The day turns to night. West to be won. You'll be waiting for the West to be won. You'll be waiting for the West to be won. Maybe when your time comes, you'll be waiting for the West to be won. You'll be waiting for the West to be won. You'll be waiting for the West to be won. Maybe when your time comes, you'll be waiting for the West to be won. Hey, hey.
Cheers.